Hello everyone, we're going to play a few games of Minecraft. I'm also going to let you in on a secret, my birthday. Well, actually, I'm on Facebook, so shouldn't surprise anybody what my birthday is. Now, I'd just like to point out that we're running Feed the Beast modpack here, so if anybody's used Feed the Beast, you'll be interested in these seeds because some of them are very interesting. The ones we're going to look at today are all numeric. So we're going to start off with my birth date, which is here done in the day, month, year format as used throughout the civilized world, although maybe not America. So as we can see, the seed in question is 28061971. And what do we get? Well, shall we? So here we are. We're in a rather uninteresting looking forest. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to head north, because if I remember correctly, in or around this area there is some very interesting scenery. But in order to do that, I have to wend my way through this tumble down area, picking up apples as I go, because we're interested in this bay up ahead, or at least I am interested in this bay. Because when you start in this seed, or indeed in any seed, you want a nice place to stay. And fortunately, we've got one. Now, I don't know what happened there, but if we go this way, we can see a well in the distance, and we can also see a house, and we can see some kind of village structure. Now, in other games I've played before using a custom mod pack, there's a full-size village here, although I suppose it depends on what your random number generator does. So as you can see, we can see a villager swimming away in the distance, we can see an oil well, but most importantly we can see sand mountains in the distance. Poor fellows, they need help, and they'll be happy if you build them some nice wooden bridges and walkways to walk around on without getting their feet wet. Dear fellows. Also nearby is this cave system here, which has plenty of stone and coal once you dig into it, and that'll be enough to keep you started. When you get shears, as you can see, there are plenty of sheep to make bedding. So it's just a matter of building yourself a wooden axe and then a stone axe and going out and harvesting trees and planting trees, and you will have yourself a nice home base to start with as you explore the seed 28061971. The next seed I want to look at uses the month, day, year format as seen in America. The number is 06281971, but you can leave out the trailing 0. If we start this one, and it will start eventually, don't you worry. You'll notice in the mini-map in the top right a settlement off to the southwest there, as well as quite a bit of rock. But since we're playing Feed the Beast mod pack, we're using ExtraBiomesXL, therefore we've got that problem. If you know about quicksand, the better. Quicksand is extremely dangerous. In fact, I think I drowned in quicksand the first time that I played this particular mod and came across mini jungle. Now, as you can see, this particular village has a slight altitude problem. Very much so. There we go. Drop that in. And you can also hear there are people underneath this thing Obviously the seed is fired at a lower altitude, but not taking into account the cliff. So depending on what you might like to do, you might like to free those poor chaps down there, but at least while they're imprisoned, they're safe. As you can see, they have quite a healthy range of churches and all the other good things one needs for a good, healthy, spiritual life. So what I'm going to do is, yes, the poor fellow is stuck. So what I'm going to do is just pop down there. Saved! In that direction is a rather nice ravine that you can go into for all kinds of wonderful minerals and iron and all that other good stuff and goodness. But let's leave these poor chaps for now. If you want a fairly cushy basically, if you're looking for a good cruisy seed to start off with, this is the place. Although you do have to do quite a bit of landscaping work. Seed number 3 I'm going to look at just uses 2 digits for the year, in this case 280671. If you play this one, which we will do eventually, I believe this one is also a good one to start off for a village to play in. Alright, maybe I'm wrong. So in this case we have, we have some quicksand over there. Let's stay out of it. Oh no. Now, as you probably noticed from those poor chickens, if you fall into quicksand, which as you can see is basically a 3 by 3 by 3 cube of material, and as you can see, it is very, very difficult to dig. On the other hand, it makes a great protective material for, say if you've got a little house somewhere and you're trying to find a defensible spot. It's the very thing, just what the doctor ordered. The best way to escape quicksand is to just not jump into it. So I'm going to run off in this direction. This seed actually is one of the more survival oriented ones. So as you can see, we've got the usual. Now I know where we are. So just drop down here a bit. Ouch. Because I recognize this bit. I've been digging in here before and running away from creepers and things. So if we go through, negotiate this little pass here, we'll eventually come out overlooking this savanna. Now, around here, there's actually quite a number of plentiful resources, plentiful caves and such to explore and get blown up by creepers in. If you keep going this way, you'll find some red rock mountains along with volcanoes and other things, and of course if the chickens around your spawn point have all fallen into quicksand and drowned, you can come in here and pick up some eggs and so forth. It's a lonely existence, but it's one that you can get away with. The last one I'm going to look at is again sort of American style month, day, year. It's 62871. And if we play them another village that's got, shall we say, building problems, because they spread quite a bit, but their seeds take place in only one spot. So what happens is, you find yourself on this riverbank, And if we look east, we can see what's actually a volcano as actually volcanic as well as swampland, and this is a good place to set up as well. If we go looking around, we should be able to hop up here, and already we can find ourselves with a nice cave system with plenty of coal for burning. So digging around. The cave system down here is particularly elaborate, but we're not going to look at it just yet. What I want to do is jump up here, and then we're going to turn west, going to head west. According to the minimap, you can see that there is a exposed pool of lava not too far away, and we'll just keep trotting through. Because where we are going is we're going to find ourselves a nice village. And there's the marshland that suggests that we're coming up to it as we go along. There's one of those mysterious silverwood trees up there that has little flowers that grow next to it that give you quicksilver, which is mercury. So let's jump up here. Now we head in north and west, because we can see, yes, here it is, road, which in this case goes into a little depression there. And sure enough, there we are. I think that road needs a bit of realignment, don't you? Those poor people need some help in getting out. As we come along, and for some reason I'm getting lagged out here, and as you can see, there's rather a lot of this actually, as well as that is a pretty much straight down tube that runs along this way. Might be a pool of lava at the bottom, but I really wouldn't know. For some reason it's starting to lag me quite a bit. There's some fairly extensive caves underneath here as well. And, oh, here's a silverwood tree, how cute. As well as one of these. I'm not sure what this is, this structure here. I've never actually seen it before, but oh, it's got glowstone. And it's got knowledge fragments. I don't know what knowledge fragments are, but what comes out of that. But that is another good. Those who want a quick way to get started and established, even though after a while you're going to eat your brain out with boredom hanging around these bloody villages all the time. So those are 4 Minecraft seeds that you might be interested in using the Feed the Beast mod pack. Hope you've enjoyed the show.